Shit.
For real. Let it go.
Happens when loyalty starts feeling like betrayal and legends collide with rising stars. Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the undefeated icon who reshaped boxing, is now facing one of the most explosive challenges of his career. Not from an opponent inside the ring, but from someone he once treated like family. Gervonta Davis, the prodigy Floyd helped elevate, has gone from protege to rival, and this time it's personal.
Oh, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
At the center of the chaos is Calvin Ford, Tank's longtime coach and the man who helped build his career, now aligning himself with Floyd under Mayweather Promotions. A public run-in between Floyd and Tank quickly turned into a heated confrontation that spiraled into a full-blown brawl, shocking the boxing world. This isn't just about pride, it's about power, legacy, and control. And it all traces back to one decision that felt strategic to some, but like betrayal to others.
You want to see you as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him. You're training him all the time. You know him. Both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Calvin Ford isn't just any coach. He's the man who helped mold Tank into a knockout machine, guiding him from the tough gyms of Baltimore to packed arenas. For years, Calvin and Tank were inseparable. But Ford's new alliance with Floyd created a ripple effect that no one saw coming.
He been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Tank has never hidden his complicated relationship with Floyd, often accusing him of being controlling and dismissive of his growth. Seeing Calvin join Floyd's camp felt like the final blow, and Tank made it clear he wasn't going to stay silent about it.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all.
Breaking point came at a public charity event in Las Vegas. What was supposed to be a calm gathering quickly turned into something far more intense.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? Chill. I don't know the fuck they playing with. I don't play no motherfucking haste. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. Fuck you up.
Tank confronted Floyd in front of cameras, calling him out for bringing Calvin Ford onto his team. Witnesses say Davis shouted that Floyd took the one person who truly had his back, accusing him of not being able to stand seeing Tank succeed on his own. Floyd fired back, reminding Tank who gave him his platform and brushing off the idea that Calvin could help him surpass him. As voices rose, the crowd tightened, with both men talking over each other. Tank accused Floyd of sabotaging his career out of jealousy, while Floyd labeled Tank ungrateful, a claim he's made more than once before.
Do that. A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
Didn't stay verbal for long. The situation escalated when Tank shoved Floyd and chaos erupted. Members from both camps rushed in as punches began flying. Video clips later showed Tank swinging at someone from Floyd's team while Floyd himself was restrained by security.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yes,
He's doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really...
Calvin Ford was present and tried to calm things down, but instead became a target of Tank's anger. Tank reportedly shouted that Ford was a sellout. The fight lasted several frantic minutes before security finally separated everyone. No serious injuries were reported, but the damage to relationships and reputations was already done. Tank went live on Instagram to speak directly to fans. He accused Floyd of always being about control and said he couldn't stand seeing him operate independently. Tank admitted the drama had overshadowed his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach, saying he should be focused on boxing instead of dealing with distractions. Still, he insisted he was built for pressure. This feud goes beyond personal issues. It represents a clash of mindsets. Floyd embodies the old guard, controlling every detail of his empire, while Tank reflects a new generation that values independence.
But nothing is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject is killing me. The inability to bring humility under the back hole. On the freaking minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed a minute, and reaping the benefits. I'm asleep at the willikin as I'm thinking about an evil intent of another feed, I'm killing it. Cause even if I gotta end up needing a pill, it can even get me.
Things settle. One big question remains. What does this mean for Tank's career? With Calvin Ford now in Floyd's corner, Tank faces more than just his next opponent. He's also fighting the narrative that he can't succeed without his former team. And speaking of that next fight, Lamont Roach is no easy assignment. Tank's record speaks for itself, undefeated with an incredible number of knockouts, including that brutal body shot that folded Ryan Garcia. When Tank fights, he doesn't just win, he sends messages.
He's got
right,
man.
He's a good fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Gloves champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad if you're gonna add one.
How old is he? I think he's like 26. Okay. So he's still young.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So you gotta understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's gonna be amazing. And listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis, right?
Yeah, the same way, yeah.
Yeah, like
they sparred before the same way, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know how it went.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I liked him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I know him, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys that Gervonta, I think, would be probably.
What makes this matchup so compelling? Tank enters as the clear favorite, but this fight isn't only about victory. It's about proving he's still untouchable, that he remains the top force in the division. And because of that, all the pressure lands squarely on his shoulders.
I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we're seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
Lamont Roach may not carry Tank's one-punch power, but he brings serious technical skill. He's a sharp counterpuncher with excellent footwork and knows how to frustrate aggressive fighters. Roach has studied Tank closely and made it clear during their face-off that he's not stepping in just to become another highlight clip.
Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year. Yeah. His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, you know, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Calvin Ford no longer in his corner. All eyes on how Tank approaches this fight with a new coach. Enter Derek James. Is highly respected and comes with an interesting twist. James previously trained Frank Martin, one of Tank's recent opponents. He knows Tank's tendencies well, but now instead of trying to stop him, he's responsible for preparing him.
So his lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter lives.
Only time will tell whether this coaching change proves to be an upgrade or downgrade. For Calvin Ford, joining Mayweather Promotions has cut both ways. It offers access to one of boxing's sharpest minds, but it's also cost him his bond with Tank. It's a long way from standing beside Tank and criticizing Floyd to now working under Floyd's banner.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
You got handcuffs.
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me about her.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay. Listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just...
So why did Calvin Ford make this move? Those close to the situation say Ford views it as a rare opportunity to elevate his own career. While he's stayed quiet publicly, insiders suggest this decision was about long-term growth. How interview 16.
He didn't have a chance to focus 100% on boxing. You know, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You worried about your living conditions.
The promotions is a massive operation, and joining it opens doors to more fighters, more exposure, and bigger opportunities than Ford may have ever had on his own.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father.
Not be just about career advancement. Rumors suggest Ford has grown frustrated with the chaos surrounding Tank. from legal issues to personal distractions that have kept him in headlines for reasons outside the ring.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him bad situations.
Mayweather promotions may represent stability, a professional environment where boxing comes first. Something Tank's unpredictable lifestyle hasn't always allowed. Sources say Ford wanted a situation where focus stayed fully on the sport.